Welcome back, everyone. This is the next video in the painting panel project. Although I think at this point I'm kind of getting a little bit burned out by it. I'm probably sure you guys are too. So the next video I'm going to have something else. A little bit bigger, a little bit more complicated, and a little bit longer. But what I'm doing now, like I've done in the other videos, is I'm just making the black and blue and white starry background. Starting with black, navy blue, and then just white. There are going to be some jump scenes, or well, not jump scenes, but cut scenes that kind of look a little janky, but that's because I had to cut out a lot of footage because it just took me a while to actually get this blend right, because it always seems to take a while. I'm not really sure why. It's probably just me, maybe my technique of doing it, but it is what it is. And here I had put down way too much blue, so I was scraping it off and putting it somewhere else. Just had to remind myself in the future, don't squeeze so hard on the bottle or it'll come out and then you just have way too much paint on the canvas. Well, on second thought, it probably would have been a better idea to keep a little bit of that blue, but it works out in the end. Here I'm going to apply the white with a toothbrush and make all the little stars. I think this time I actually kind of held back a little bit and it turned out a little bit better than some of the other ones which had way too many stars. So. And here we go, laying down the soil or ground that's just floating there, holding up the tree that is all strung together by roots and grass and whatever else. Each time I do this, I try to make it random, try to make it different than the last one, because obviously, I mean, it would be random anyway, but the more random you make it, the better it looks. In this case, this is a willow tree that I'm working on, or going to be painting. So I'm trying to make it a little bit different than the other ones, even though, I mean, they all technically kind of look the same, because it is all a bunch of trees. This one you'll see a little bit different technique with getting the leaves to look how they are. And one thing to take into account when you're actually painting like a willow tree, the stalk or the trunk is not really the same as like other trees. It kind of just branches all out from a low point into these long, kind of twisted looking, well, I guess trunks. Kind of like how you see here. And then after that, it's the willow leaves, or whatever you want to call them, kind of just flow down. I think on vines, or basically really long branches that just have a bunch of leaves sticking out of them, and they just kind of hang there, and yeah, it looks kind of like a weeping willow is what I think they call some of them, or at least that might just be one particular, I guess, breed of them, if that's what you call it. Yeah. And here we go, about to do the blue, or the base green. It's just a very dark green. I'm using the round brush again, or at least I think that's what I call it. Just the loose brush. I never use it for anything else but this. It works pretty well. So what I'm doing is I'm just dragging down, or well, just patting down. I'm not dragging the paint down like as you would with a normal paintbrush. I'm just patting or tapping it and then moving downward. And here I'm going to start using my normal lighter green to start doing some of the more lighter colors. I'll later add in yellow, and it'll make look a little bit better. Again, I apologize if my voice sounds a little messed up. I did come down with something. All three of my kids are sick. The only one who isn't sick right now is the wife. Hopefully she stays that way, because when she gets sick, it doesn't, it hits her pretty hard. Me, I just hit it and I keep going because I'm the dad, and that's what we do. And again, I like to state that when you're painting with acrylics, the colors do tend to kind of dull out after they've dried, so doing more layers is not a bad thing. And here you'll see me do quite a few layers of this green-yellow mix. And with the completion of this painting, I'll have 3 left to do for the panel project. There's a total of 12. And obviously when it's done, I'll show you all. Show you the finished product and how it all fits together. I've yet to figure out how I'm going to mount it on a wall, but I'll have to figure that out later. So thinking about it now, maybe in the future, if the channel picks up, maybe I'll just give away these panels, to certain people I, randomly pick out of the viewers or something like that. I mean, other channels do that. I mean, why can't I? I got 12 of these things, so it might not be a bad idea to do a little competition or something, or however the other channels do it with giving stuff away. First 100, commenters or something, whatever. However that's going to work, but we'll figure it out. And here I'm about to begin mixing the paint to do the highlights for the soil or ground. It's just black and brown mixed together. I think it's a brown onyx, just a normal black. Mix them together with a little bit more black in it so it's darker, and then I'll go to the normal brown color just for the last bit of highlight. I'd like to state at this point, I hope you all are enjoying my videos, and in the future there will be other paintings, obviously not just this panel project because this is kind of getting a little dull, but there will be more in the future, bigger, broader. The wife just asked me to do a bunch of other ones that are a lot bigger on my 16 by 20 canvases, so I'm going to be working on those in the future, plus all my 8 by 10s. Also have some random sizes just kind of floating around in there. The whole box, since we're moving soon, it's just filled with all my painting supplies and canvases and all the ones I've already done that I've already showed in a previous video. Well, now all that's left is to sign it. And I appreciate you all watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and all that. If you could share the videos, that'd be nice too. Just get the word out. Thank you. See you all in the next video. Bye.